Yo, what is good? Here for a little backtesting session. I'm not a huge fan of backtesting altogether, but I thought might as well, it's decent content for anybody that likes to get a closer look of how I build a narrative and actually execute trades. So we're at 62.5 win rate right now. Hopefully to get that up to about 70 or something after this week. So get right into it. Monday. Okay, where is news? Okay, this is a no news Monday. So typically movement on no news Mondays are ass. Okay. Right now, let's just take a closer look. Let's look at the daily. Right now, we are inside of this daily bullish for value gap. This shit is huge. We're currently basically at all-time highs, I guess you can say. Inside of this 4 hour as well, longs are in play, by the look of it, but we'll have to find a conditional bias to really get a true tell in our actual narrative for the day. Because if our directional bias on the daily chart is bullish, look at this candle here. It's a down candle, and this one's a down candle as well, or a bearish candle. So we're day traders. We're not fucking week traders. You know what I'm saying? So we need to figure out what's going on in the day. First and foremost, right now we are respecting bearish, disrespecting bullish on the 1 hour time frame. So realistically, right now, shorts are kind of nice. This would be our current DOL, even though it is high resistance. But if we are short, again, I'm not even saying that I'm going to take a trade on this day because of the no news Monday. It might not move very well, but we have this unfilled hourly below. Let's see how we open up. Okay, we open up higher. Good 15-minute PO3, low key. Hold the phone here. Equal highs above. We had our unmitigated 15-minute gap right here and right here. We are reacting good off of it. Currently, right now, I am bearish. Like short term, sorry, I think I was covering the mic there. We did generate this liquidity right here. But again, like live, I probably wouldn't take anything unless it's super, super obvious. Yeah, this isn't really good, to be honest. Not good price action. 10 a.m. We don't do shit. Just take a look on the 15-minute time frame ever since price opened. So this right here is a no news fucking Monday for you. Okay, look at our 15-minute candle wicks. We are rejecting under this 15-minute, so proving bearish even more. Look at our 5-minute chart. Like, come on. This is literally what a lot of people miss, or this is what a lot of people blow their fucking accounts in. It's because they're like, okay, nice, started the trading week, let's fucking get after it, and then they start taking shitty positions in literal dog shit barcode range. Takeaway from today, realistically, London session high above, ITL below, another ITL below. This is just a bad day of price action. We're in this range where we're bullish, but we're bearish, and we're just not moving very good, right? This is horrid, right? And trading in this is like swimming in fucking mud. Like you're not gonna get very far. So let's just we'll move on from that. Nothing really to take away from this day other than the fact this is not something that I even want to back test. I don't even want to take a trade in this in back testing, and it's literally for practice. Go to the next day. Remove drawings, check the daily again. Okay, we see a little bit of displacement out of that daily fair value gap. Check the 15-minute time frame. Yesterday, this is how we moved after New York AM. Loki started pumping. And then in a range again, we have previous to high above. We have disrespecting bearish and disrespecting bullish as well, so unmitigated hourly above. Overall, I mean, I am bullish because we're in this hourly, we're rejecting off of it. This current dealing range is, here's another thing to take away. Look, so first we come into don't count this as a discount hit because the range wasn't fully made yet. Okay, so the range is up here at previous day highs, and you can see we're in discount of the range, and we're finally kind of reacting pretty good off of it. We don't really want to make any lower lows other than that one. But if we get, like, there's nothing to really take away from this. We don't have any 15-minute bullish gaps. 5-minute chart is barcode. Fuck, this is a brutal session so far, ladies and gents. Let's see how we open up. Right now I'm looking to see us open up lower to manipulate this level. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we have a bullish SMT. ES is gunning for this sell side liquidity. Okay, NQ is doing the absolute opposite. Okay, we didn't really get that much of a Judas. There's literally nothing other than a 30-second that took the internal high after closing. 15-second didn't, but again, I don't really like 15 seconds. Okay, so we have a bullish SMT now. We already just traded into that hourly, and we are rejecting off of it pretty hard. Let's where's my indicator at? We'll just do that. Okay, anyways, not that important. Okay, so we took the DLL that I wanted, really. We're generating some LR on NQ, but again, that's an SMT with ES. And now we have an SMT with this fucking one hour. When price is out of whack like this, like it's hard to really build a narrative to build a strong one, because like what are you trading, right? You know what I mean? Like, I guess this short would be nice if ES was intact with us, because our 15-minute candle is rejecting heavily. We have a 2-minute IFVG right here. Typically this isn't really a trade that I would like to take, but just for the sake of it, I might take it, because I probably won't. I don't like saying just for the sake of it. Like, I don't want to take shitty trades just because I'm doing a fucking video. This is just shit conditions, you know? Whether this video is boring or not because I'm not taking trades, but realistically you're learning something from this, because it's like, this is fucking dog shit. You know what I mean? Tiny ass 2-minute. This is the 1-minute closure as well. You're targeting high resistance liquidity because you're inside of a bullish 1 hour fair value gap down there. And yeah, this is shitty, dog. This is shitty. I think we wait till 10. We see how ES reacts off that hourly. Oh yeah, let's see what happened if somebody took this 2-minute. And you probably would have got dicked. Won't lie. Pardon my langage. Oh, and look at that, we get a strong dump. So the 2-minute would have played out, to be honest, if you had your stop loss at the swing high, which I always do. Is this a good trade? No. You know, this is never something I would take, just because of, yeah, we have a bearish SMT here, but you're targeting a bullish SMT, right? It's not a bad trade, but again, like, is this something I would take on the live markets? Probably not, just because of, I don't want to ramble, I don't want to be fucking annoying, but trying to see if this shit's right, but it's fucking very volatile. Look at that move. It's a fucking 60-point move. Okay, let's see how 10 a.m. reacts. Now I'd say, since we don't have the bearish SMT anymore, or bullish SMT, we do. Yeah, bro, I don't know. This is just shit. I don't like this. I'm gonna get this PO3 out of there for now. We got 10 a.m. now. Strong rejection out of this 1 hour. We have a bullish SMT here. There's fucking SMTs everywhere, bro. This is not what I like to trade. Like, I can't tell if I'm being stingy or not, but like, this shit is not my cup of tea, to be quite frank. Let's see what ES looks like. Yeah, ES is still holding this 5 minute while NQ inversed it. Realistically, these are pattern trades, in my opinion. You know, there's not low resistance, there's not one low resistance draw on liquidity that you can target, and that is like literally the most important thing. You need to have a clear draw on liquidity. If you were to take this trade, wouldn't even, I guess you can take a 1-to-1 to there, or to previous day high, but what's taking us to previous day high, you know? What do I want to break even here? Okay, well that would have been break even. It's now 10:30. And we hit full TP. Okay. Well, we didn't. I didn't enter this trade. But this is, I guess, something you could have taken, and it would have worked. Do I like it? Not necessarily. But again, we are in bullish order flow. Oops. My overall bias was bullish. We have the bullish SMT, but our 1 hour fair value gap is holding us. I don't know. I guess this wasn't a terrible setup, to be honest, because the draw on liquidity is there, but yeah, low-key, should have taken this. We didn't really have any reason to manipulate lower. Got a good strong rejection wick off that. 10 a.m. usually tends to manipulate, that's the only thing. So I was thinking maybe 10 a.m. is close rate at 10, potentially see a remanipulation down to then go up. I don't know. Not my cup. Not my cup. I'm sure other people would agree, but I don't know. I could just be a little chud fucking break-even trader who's lacking confidence. But genuinely, I didn't like any of that. Okay, whoa, we had news today. What did we have? Ooh, we have FOMC at 2. Holy shit, we had everything today. This is a heavy, heavy news day. My god. Yeah, let's guess the points. Let's see, I'm thinking, shit, like 250? I'm way off. 200. I guess you could tell from over here, but that shit is a fat fucking candle. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. Go data highs. Data highs and lows are extremely clear draws on liquidity. They almost always get tapped, no matter what. Real shit. Is this all-time highs? It is all-time highs. FOMC at 2. We might just shit until 2, but a continuation long here off of this wouldn't be bad if we get it before 10. Look at that, we open lower. It's exactly what I want to see. ES. We have a SMT at this level. Yo, am I fucking recording? Okay, thank God. My bad. Okay, so holy shitity. 9:30 Judah swing? Where the fuck are we? What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Whoa. What the fuck? Okay, I don't like that. This is saying we're at 10. Yo, what the fuck? What day are we? It's Wednesday. Alright, bro. 30-second here would definitely smack, I won't lie. Lynn, look at it. And look at her go. My 30-second wouldn't fucking work. Obviously, we're gonna rip datas. Oh, there's an SMT with data highs. Low-key probably would have taken a 1-to-1. I would be break even right now. Nah, I don't even know, bro. Can't believe that 30-second isn't going. That is insane. That would have been such a free win. Crazy. Whatever. Anyways, this, I'll just do like a little recap because this is definitely a trade I would take. 930 Judas swing off of open. We have data highs above. Even though ES already took it, it's still such a clear draw. Like every single time, no matter what. Even if there's an SMT with data highs, unless it's extremely significant and you get a massive reaction off of data highs, then that shows that we're probably not going to go up there on the other asset. But if you look on ES, like we took it and we're just chilling there. You know what I mean? Like we're not getting shit off of it. So that's a great setup. We get a 930 Judas into our 50-minute unmitigated fair value gap. Definitely a super clean 30-second IFVG right here. Probably would have went break even at this high, and then ride all the way up to full TP. So there we go. That's a fucking banger trade right there. Very solid. It's all you really need. You get manipulation. You have a clear draw on liquidity. Beautiful V shape. Strong 50-minute PO3. We get our manipulation. And strong push up. And yeah, great fucking trade. Oh, would you look at that? She came to play after it fucking plays out. Beautiful fucking trade. Would I say A+? Dare I say A+? Maybe not A+, but it's a setup that I would take, and it'll probably win 9 out of 10 times. Anyways, there's the move. Right now, after you take a draw on liquidity like data highs, I guess you could take a mech short at, like, since we're just pumping. What time are we now? Just created an unfilled hourly and an unmitigated 15-minute below. If we react strong off of this, there's chance for a short. Some potential. I'll look on the 1 minute. And this is that range that you just don't want to be in. We also do have FOMC at 2. And we're just pumping up, boys. It's one of those days, you know? Ooh, this is what I like to see, man. Okay. Okay, here's an example of something that you shouldn't do. Okay? Okay, look. We get a 5-minute inverse. Okay? 5-minute IFVG right here. What do we have below the target? We have our unmitigated 5-minute. Okay, cool. What do we have below? We have an unmitigated 50-minute for a break even. Okay. Is this a safe trade to take? Think. Okay, we just inverse the 5-minute. After pumping so long, we get a good reaction off the 2-minute, but this could literally just be a retracement to then. Sorry, I got a text. I personally don't like longing or shorting after we like pump up or get a big pump down. I don't like taking the first available inversion. Just because. So what I would do in this scenario, if we're gonna be short. Again, it's 10:40 as well, so I don't really have that much time to build a narrative. But for the highest probability trade, you would probably want to use this 50-minute fair value gap as a condition to see prices either higher or lower. So in this case, we get our 50-minute inverse. If we get a retracement into this 5-minute, which we just did, which is a 5-minute BPR, if we disrespect this, cool, internal SMT, and then potentially a 2-minute. Like, yeah, so this setup, for example, like, I really like this. We've built a bit of structure. We have high resistance at our stop loss, low resistance at our take profit. We have a clear break even. We're respecting 5-minute BPR, while also just disrespected this 15-minute IFVG, strong 50-minute PO3, because we see the big rejection wick there. All that was a retracement into our 5. We take the highest time frame inversion always, and this is just a clean mech model to our unmitigated 50-minute. So Again, clear break even. We're going to do 1 mini on this. If this loses, I'm gay, so. Should better not lose is what I'm saying. We'll set an alert. Oh. Set an alert. Am I fucking actually retarded? Okay, my bad. Oop. See, if ES took that, then I would have gone break even. That is our break even point, and we should just flush too. Okay, and we get break even rated. Did ES mitigate our... Oh. I guess I should have paid attention here. So... So we disrespected our 50-minute fair value gap here, but on ES you see that we held it. So that is exactly why we went break even there. That is something... This is honestly way crappier trade than I thought, because we were holding that 15-minute. Even though we got, it's a good trade, but again, risk-free trade because of that. Let's see if we get break-even rated. And we saved ourselves from a loss by going break-even, but this is a mistake that I just made. Okay, you see we held the gap on ES while NQ inversed it, which was a very small gap. On paper, you know, this shit is like a really clean setup. You know, we built a bit of structure here. Now it's not just, you know, shorting off of a massive pump. Built a bit of structure, got a good narrative, good confluence, high resistance, stop loss with a low resistance take profit. If I knew that ES was still holding that gap, would I have taken this trade? Honestly, probably, because overall, with what price is telling me, it's a good setup. And if we're gonna see, no, this is more of an eval trade. Okay, this is not something to risk capital on, I'd say, because of ES and how it was acting. But this is a fucking great trade for an eval, because sometimes this is gonna play out. You might lose. You're most likely gonna get break even. But yeah, so you see we protected ourselves from a loss by going break even there. And it is now past kill zone. So obviously no trades past kill zone. Still no fucking trades. Well, no, sorry, we got break even. What do we have today? We had 830 price index, food and energy, pretty high impact. We have draws now, which is good. Data high is taken. Okay. See what happened when we hit data high here? We don't even want to close above it on ES, and then we get the big dump. Okay. This typically means that we should probably not come get this on NQ. Okay. Whoa. Probably shouldn't go get that on NQ. We generated liquidity here, here, and here. These are our current DOLs. Potentially a, whoa, there's nothing there. Nothing there, nothing there. Maybe if we trade into this 4-minute and get a good reaction off of it, you can see a cont short, to be honest, because of all this low resistance below. Let's see how we open. Oh, and ES is gunning for everything. Yeah. And it took... No, it didn't. Whoa, what are we doing here? Whoa, ES made equal lows? ES made equal lows. Okay, so it didn't take data lows. Data low is still intact. We come up, we make a bearish SMT. And... Need some water. Okay. inside of this 4 minute, respecting it for the most part. Let's take a look on the 1 minute chart. We get our inverse, and we get okay. I like this. I won't lie to you, I like this. Okay. Okay. These ain't bad. I won't lie, this 3 minute looks pretty clean. Is there a 4? There isn't. Fantastic. Not a lot of rejection on the downside. Take a look at our 15 minute candle. We're about to create another 15 minute though. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this short. Looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go break even when ES takes this low, which is data lows. If we continue pumping, which we should, because we do have draws all the way till down here, and we generated more at this ITL. So I think this screams bearish, even though we have the SMT here with all these draws. But I like this. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see our first candle. Okay. And we're down $5. That's our break even. But if I close this, it'll be a loss. I have a weird ego, right? Typically this would be a break even trade, but on my win rate, it would be a loss if I take this. What to do, what to do. Take a chance. And the chance is cooked. Okay. I fucking hate this trade. ES gunned for every single DOL. This is prime time to get the fuck out. Even if this shit plays out, I don't care. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know, this is just brutal. Take a look at what we're doing. Terrible. Took our data low. We still have all of this though down here. Is ES in discount? They are in a deep discount. And Q, oh, there as well. I don't know. Should we ride it or die it? It is backtesting, right? How about that? I'm gonna go break even. I'm gonna go break even here, and we'll see what happens. See what happens. And we got stopped out of break even. Okay. And eventually hits full TP, but honestly, after ES took all the DOLs, I probably honestly would have closed my position there, but I didn't want to close my position in a win and then it show as a win on my thing because I didn't do it for the loss. So break even trade. This wouldn't have been a bad setup if ES wasn't so out of whack. You know, we generated those equal lows. If they were just a little bit slower, this would have been a fucking A+ setup, but is what it is. It's 10:13. I'm low-key gonna continue looking, but I think longs will be the only thing in play right now. Swept that liquidity. Oop, my bad, folk. Okay. Okay. Remanipulate this. Remanipulate this. Perfect. So we have true manipulation here at these lows. We are delivering from a unmitigated 4-hour bullish fair value gap. ES is not. This right here is very, very long, very bullish. We are creating an unmitigated 15-minute gap in like 15 minutes, so it's not really much of a worry. 5-minute, 2-minute. Let's generate something here. Let's generate something here. And we are dumping. See, I was still, I guess you could say, bearish, even though this looked very bullish. If we did get a good reaction, it's more of an if this then that scenario. It's not because we swept this liquidity and I'm like, okay, we're bullish now. It's Okay, we swept this liquidity. If we get a good reaction, we got true manipulation. Let's generate a bit of liquidity, generate some structure, build a little bit of, you know, something before we just enter a setup. And as you can see, we are pumping through this 4 hour hard. There's our reaction. We don't have any gaps to really use as our condition. Shorts are definitely not in play right now anymore because this is a massive rejection wick. I'd like a mech, to be honest. Fuck. If I didn't just rush through that, I probably would have got a decent fucking play. Do I consider this a pattern trade? Meh. You get true manipulation. I guess there is unmitigated gaps above to go break even and whatnot, but it's really just to go break even. You can target all this up here, but I'd consider that high resistance. I don't know. I don't really like this setup. It's probably going to hit that 5. Holy edge. Like, see, this is the prime example on like why it's not really ideal to. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm low-key just yapping. This is a fucking yap session. Ooh, I like these relative equal lows though. I like these relative equal lows. I don't like these relative equal lows. SMT. Guess you can see how you react off of that. Whoa. Unmitigated 15 that ES tapped into. Not even a 30-second. Well, there's a 1 minute there, but do I like this? Am I gonna trade at 9:32? Targeting an SMT. Shit. Is that good manipulation? It's okay. Is it great? No. Is everything always going to be perfect? No. What I see is a Judah swing. 9:30. SMT, a bearish SMT right now. I don't like having an unmitigated 15-minute at my stop loss, but there is an SMT there. Would I take this on live? Or on funded? Probably not. Do I like our rejection wick? I do. What we did do is we swept a 1 hour ITL at market open. This is a little bit more promising. I like that. I actually really like that. It's a good reaction. Very strong close. No 2 minute. I'm taking this. I'm taking this. 22 points. Fuck out it. How you doing? Okay, we'll go break even at this low. Honestly, I have a feeling this is just going to remanipulate. But again, we back testing, baby. We back testing. Come on. We're testing shit out. Okay, we're testing the strategy. Again, I know this strategy. So, do I have it completely mastered? Negative. But do I understand the entire thing? I mean, yes. Is it hard to understand? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind this. And I mind it a lot. And I was absolutely right. We're going to remanipulate. Oh, look at that edge. No. Okay. So, I don't know why the fuck I took that. I took that for you guys, just so you know. You heard me say that we're probably going to get remanipulated. But, Yeah, I didn't like that whatsoever. I would not have taken that shit on live. I said that before as well, so at me on that. And we are just pumping. This is bullish as fuck. I want to see a continuation long to get that shit back. We have an unmitigated 15-minute below, which is more discounted. But do I even like longs here? Let's look at our higher time frame. Okay. We just inversed the 1 hour. We are technically very bullish on the daily time frame. You know. SMT at our daily fair value gap. This is long as fuck. No cap. But I want to see a little bit of a deeper retrace, to be honest. We're creating a 5-minute? For real? We are not. We get a very, very strong 30-second inverse, which is also a 1-minute inverse. Am I pattern trading at this point? Like real shit. This 5-minute is sponsored by our high time frame move, I guess you can say. I would really like the 15-minute tap, to be honest, but you're not always going to get that, right? Price isn't always going to come down and do everything that you want. You have to be reactionary. Another 22-point stop. This is fucking getting weird. This is getting really, really weird. Not even a 1-to-1 to that. I guess we'll target that. Where do we go break even? I guess we go break even at the range high and we ride. How are we looking on ES? Solid. We mitigated the 15 on ES. Very deep retrace on ES. With a very strong move up. I like it. I like it a lot. Bro. What the fuck? What is happening here, guys? What do we got here, folks? Look at this. Remanipulation into the 15. You heard it here first. Loosh is a fucking pattern trader. Oh, gosh. Yo, this PNL looks fucking gross. Holy. This is sickening, ladies and gents. That trade again. This is like not that great. You know, it's almost like you're leaning back. You ever tried to I'm trying to find the right analogy, but I can't. But like we didn't do enough here. A 1-minute IFVG isn't enough for me to see prices lower or higher, right? So that's something you can take away from that loss. Again, I wouldn't take that shit on live just because. And we don't have any fair value gaps other than this 1 minute, and I don't like this, to be honest. It's the same fucking thing. We're failing to deliver off of the previous 1 minute. Why would we deliver off of this one? Well, because we got a deeper retrace. Well, how about you go fuck yourself? You know? We're doing it for the culture. We're honestly doing it for the love of the game at this point. Is this a backtest tilt? No. Okay. Do I like this? Generally, again, this is... Oh, we have a 3 minute. We have a 3 minute. I don't even think that's a fair value gap. Yes, swept all this liquidity below. Hit discount of the range. Yes, hit discount of the range. This is definitely a higher probability long than the first one, just because this is like you're retracing into fuck all. But still not something that I would typically like adore. This first long was a joke, by the way. Let's forget I took that. And yeah, definitely way better than the first one. We got the retrace into the 15, which I said I originally liked more, but I'll take the first one for the culture. But the reason I didn't really like this one to begin with was because we failed to deliver, but then again we failed to deliver off of basically nothing. Getting the 15, ES hitting discount of the range, much cleaner setup, generated even more low resistance liquidity on both assets. This is a pretty good trade. Would I take it on live? I don't know. I feel like I'm flip-flopping back and forth when they win and lose. But like, taking a closer look, it's a pretty good trade. And that's clearly all we wanted, right? We hit our DOL. That's what you want to see, you know? You hit your DOL and price just fucking dumps. It's perfect. Low key, that's pretty much it. I mean, let's take a look at analytics. Pretty shit. Where the fuck is win rate? 57% win rate. So, whoa, what the fuck is this break-even trades? That is a lie. That is 100% a lie. So you saw how this week went. I mean, it was pretty good. Well, I mean, no, it was pretty shit. The first 2 days were god awful. There was 0 setups. Terrible range trading. Wednesday, what did we have Wednesday? It was FOMC. What did we do? Oh yeah, we pumped up. And data highs. This is what this was the 30-second that I would have taken, so that was a win. Right? Yeah, this is the 30-second that I would have taken if my fucking chart was working. My 30-second chart's doing it again. Or, never mind. Holy jumpins'. I bet I'm breathing like a fucking... Here. This 30-second right here. Super clean setup. I would have taken this all day long. This is the one where ES was reacting poorly off of data highs. Even though there was an SMT here. This is something that isn't going to disregard these data highs altogether just because we didn't get a strong, like, you know, on ES. It was more of a, okay, let's play around here for a while, and then we'll open lower, and then go back up. So, this was a really good trade. I'm counting this as a win because I literally called it as it was going, but my chart wasn't fucking working. But yeah, first 2 days were shit. Wednesday, clean setup, clean, very early day. Thursday, we had that. What did we have? We had that short too. I think it was a 3-minute short. If I'm not wrong. Was it a 3-minute short? It was a 3-minute short. Whoa. Was this play? ES was way ahead of NQ. This would have played out if I held, but obviously I went break even because ES took the DOLs at like the 2nd or 3rd candle. So stopped at break even, rated. Nothing major. Again, something I probably would take on live, or I would take it because it was super clean. But DOL got smacked by ES, and then Friday we had a fucking Giga Chud long loss here. Did I take 2 losses? Did I take 2 losses? Or am I trolling? Did I take a loss here? I'm gonna have to check the film, but I might have taken another loss. I feel like I took more than 1 loss. I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna call this a 66% win rate because of the 1L, 2 break evens, and 2 wins. That's 66% win rate. Anyways, that is how I read the charts. Make fun of me for taking a loss if you want, but they're part of the game. Obviously, it was avoidable, but I'm really testing this for evals, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of being a little bit more lenient on my back testing just to get like a true win rate. Like, I can sit here and nerd out and take like 2 setups a week, only A plus shit, but like, am I only gonna ever take A plus trades on live and and evals? Probably not. And that's not because I'm a bad trader. It's because you're not always gonna get that perfect A plus setup. If my strategy falls in front of me, I'm gonna take that setup. You know. Again, that doesn't mean you go forcing trades just because you get a fucking liquidity sweep and an IFVG. We're not pattern trading over here. There has to be structure, as you can see. But yeah, that is backtesting session this time. 66% win rate, and yeah, thank you. Let me know if you guys like this shit.